So, here we are. It's October of 2025, and, AI-driven breakthroughs, they're propelling markets to heights we'd never seen before. But at the same time, right, you have these geopolitical whispers, stubborn inflation. It all creates this constant hum of uncertainty. In a world with this much speed, this much volatility, where do you even anchor yourself? Welcome to the XFO Intelligence Podcast. For months now, we've been engaged in this really deep-level analysis. A quest, really, to find the timeless signal in all of today's deafening noise. So we turn to the legends. The investors who didn't just ride the waves of their time. No, they learned to command them. You know the names. Buffett, Munger, Dalio, Soros, Livermore. But here's the thing. We weren't just looking for famous quotes. No. Using our proprietary Deep Augmented Thinking method, we went deeper. We actually reverse-engineered their frameworks, trying to uncover that shared operating system, the one behind all their monumental success. And so today, we are really excited to share the results of that research as we launch a brand new channel event, the Legendary Investors Series. And what we discovered is that their success, it isn't magic. It's a system. Yeah, a system that we've actually distilled into a single, powerful formula. And it goes like this. Success equals insight times risk mastery, all of that raised to the power of psychological discipline times adaptive learning. And then that whole thing is multiplied by time. Okay, let's quickly unpack that. So first up, insight. It's the ability to distill chaos into clarity. Think about Jim Rogers on the ground in Asia, right? Recognizing the dawn of a new economic era way, way before Wall Street ever did. Or, in 2025, it's understanding why a stock like NVIDIA turned $1,000 into $12,000. It's not just chasing the stock, it's about seeing that deep structural demand for AI infrastructure. Okay, next, you multiply that by risk mastery. This is really the art of survival, of asymmetry. It's someone like Tudor Jones demanding, a 5-to-1 reward to risk ratio before he even places a bet. He's ensuring his defense is stronger than his offense. And honestly, it's what separates the brilliant from the broke. Now notice this. The next two components, they're an exponent. I clarify, they are amplifiers. They take a good strategy and make it great. The first amplifier is psychological discipline. And this is the true battlefield. It's Charlie Munger, inverting a problem to ask, okay, what would guarantee failure here? Just to sidestep his own biases. In a market totally driven by FOMO, look, temperament isn't just important, it is the ultimate exponential force. And the second amplifier, adaptive learning. The legends, they never ever stop evolving. You have Ray Dalio building these radical feedback loops just to challenge his own thinking. Or George Soros, he treats every single investment as a hypothesis to be tested, learning and adapting with what he calls, get this, learning velocity. And then finally, the entire equation gets multiplied by the one force that no algorithm can ever replicate, time. The great compounder, the element that turned Warren Buffett's incredible patience into a multi-billion-dollar empire. So this formula, insight, risk mastery, psychology, adaptation, and time, that is the blueprint. It's the framework that connects all of these legends. And look, this episode, this is just the introduction. In the coming weeks, our Legendary Investor Series is going to deconstruct this formula piece by piece. We're going to dedicate entire episodes to the investors who best personify each pillar. We'll explore the ground truth insight of Jim Rogers, the defensive risk mastery of Paul Tudor Jones, the ironclad psychological discipline of Charlie Munger, and the relentless adaptation of Ray Dalio. We're going to give you the tools, the models, the mindset of the greatest financial thinkers in history. This is your invitation to learn from the absolute best, to build a system for rational excellence in what is, let's face it, a totally irrational world. Now, here's a question I'd like you to think about until our next episode. Of all the pillars we just mentioned, insight, risk, psychology, and adaptation, which one do you believe is your greatest strength? And maybe more importantly, which one represents your biggest blind spot? Join us next time as we begin our deep dive. Subscribe to the XFO Intelligence Podcast and don't miss a single chapter of the Legendary Investors series.